It's the Real Talk Show with R.S. Brown.
Oh, what you say now?
It's the Real Talk Show with R.S. Brown.
Man, I ain't got nothing but real talk for you.
It's the Real Talk Show with R.S. Brown.
Hold up, man, we got to start the show.
It's the Real Talk Show.
Well, hello and welcome to Real Talk with R.S. Brown. Listen, today I'm out here at the river because I just want to have an amazing view behind me. Now listen, I'll tell you what, this is a beautiful view. We got a great show for you today. We're going to still stay on our momentum on, addressing what's going on in the society today. And we're also going to have your Porch Talk TV. And then we're going to go to, I don't know if y'all knew or not, but this month is Black Music Month. And so we're going to go to a local artist who's going to share something about her journey and also her amazing song right here on Real Talk with R.S. Brown.
It's the Real Talk Show with R.S. Brown. Real Talk Show.
A Brighter Beginning Child Care Center, located at 3423C Deansbridge Road, where your children have a brighter beginning. You can contact us at 706-793-9776.
It's the Real Talk Show with R.S. Brown. Real Talk Show.
Well, I tell you what, I hope you're enjoying your day because I'm definitely enjoying mine here at the river. Now, listen, we're going to go to Texas. We have correspondents all over the United States, and so we're going to go to one that's in Texas, at Lamaya, who is, doing her journalism, in times like this. And so we just want to check in with us and see how it's going on, let's say, the west central coast of the United States, kind of over there in Texas. She said they got their own little thing. So let's go over to Lamaya. Well, I told you I want to have a conversation with journalists from somewhere around in the country. So let me tell you who I found. I found Lamaya from KVII down in Texas. And so, she's an amazing young lady and been doing some journalism. This is her first year, and she's picked the heck of a first year to start in the business. So, Lamaya, how's it going?
It's going good. I always tell people I'm rocking, but I'm rolling. It's definitely been like a very eventful year. I'm almost a year in my first market. So, yeah, it's been very eventful for the past 6 months, really. And, just making sure I'm on the right side of history and doing what I can and learning as much as I can during this time. So, yeah, that's that. I think it's the best time to learn how to improve on your skills with everything going on. So.
Yeah. So let's start off with, first the coronavirus. Coronavirus pretty much shut the whole United States down. And then we start dealing with, police brutality. And, police killing unarmed African Americans, day to day, So let's start off with the coronavirus. How did that impact you, not only with just your job, but, mentally as well?
When it first, because I remember when it first was getting news coverage in China. And I was covering a little bit of it because our station knew people that was in China and they were living through it. And so I just remember just kind of following it and I don't know if this is going to get big, but I just remember saying, this is something I think I should need to be following. So I remember the first time I did a coverage on it, just telling people what it was. And then I remember saying, well, officials say we shouldn't worry because it's not here. Mm. And literally the next month, we had got some cases, and we were sending people back to the U.S. who were in China, and I just remember following that, and then seeing cases escalate tremendously, and so that's when I kind of started realizing, journalists do follow stories. That was the first thing I remember learning, what's track of something, and this is what our job is meant to do, is keep track of stuff and to keep people informed of what's going on, even if it's not happening here yet, but making sure people know what's going on.
That's right.
So that is something that I'm learning, and now Amarillo was actually named top 5 cities in the U.S. to be a place where they had a lot of cases per population.
Wow.
So, kind of hectic here too. Just making sure that I'm doing my journalist and social distancing, working from home. I haven't really been in my station in about 3 months, if not longer than that. But mentally, I'm fine. I'm hanging in there. It has helped me realize what type of journalist I want to be, because I hate sitting down or standing still reporting stories. And so being a morning reporter, I wasn't used to being sitting in one space. I was always moving around. And then being limited to my house, I was like, I can't do this. I gotta find some type of way to be creative with my stories. And so in quarantine and sheltered in place, that has taught me how to be more creative and actually dive deeper into being a feature reporter and doing the stories that make people want to get up in the morning, whether it's me doing like a spa day in my house or cooking, telling people about like just different things and different segments that I'm working on. So I hope I answered your question, because I just went on a
Yes, you did. That was good. So tell me, there's been some police brutality going on. I don't know have you guys had any in Texas?
In Texas, I'm sure, not in Amarillo. I don't know numbers off the top of my head. In Amarillo, I've talked to a defense attorney here, and he said there has been cases of excessive force, not necessarily anything where it led to anyone getting killed or dying in police custody, but the defense attorney here definitely said that he's dealt with cases that have been excessive force. I spoke with the new chief of police here about everything as well, to just see, what they have to say about everything, and that they're going to change their policies. And he says, they take it seriously here. There has been cases where they've had to fire police officers for excessive force in the past. So as far as I've been here, I haven't heard anything about it until, now just hearsay. I haven't covered anything on it since I've been here since last July or August.
So my question, another good question would be, now here on the East Coast, I mean, it's been crazy. People have been, doing a lot of rioting, been doing a lot of protests, and demonstrations, as the mayor of Atlanta likes to call them. And so, have you guys been seeing any of that kind of trickle over to the, Central America or the West Side a little bit?
In regards to like protesting and like rallies and things like that nature, yes. I know that a week after the killing of George Floyd, they had protests here. It was a protest, where people were already seeing the riots and the looting and things of that nature. But they started protesting on one specific street here, and people had their guns out. Shop owners, bar owners had their guns out. I wasn't here. This is all from what I've seen reported. Guys standing on top of, two guys standing on top of a building with their guns. But it was, for what they've said, it was because they wanted to protect their businesses. There is a alliance here, a clergy alliance with pastors, and I was told that basically the pastors went out to the guys with the guns and was like, look, we're just protesting, we're just peacefully protesting, we're not coming to harm, your property. And they actually had a rally. The NAACP had a rally that next weekend. The business owners who had those guns and some biker guys actually came in solidarity to that rally to support the cause. Yes. Amazing. And so Friday morning, they're having another protest in front of the police department. And both of the pastors who were involved and the bikers and the business owners are all partaking in that protest in front of the police department. So, the protest that we're seeing here, we're seeing people come together and we're seeing people understand the bigger cause. Of course, you're going to have those people who don't get it and don't understand it and have their own reasonings behind whatever it is. But for as far as I'm seeing here, Black Lives Matter movement, the NAACP, I don't want to get their name wrong. It's called Interdenominational Minstrel Alliance is what they're called. And all of the pastors group. they're all working together to make sure that even though it happened in north of America or the Midwest, that they're making sure that we know that that's not accepted here, and it's not.
That's good.
They're standing in solidarity. They're standing up for a cause that has swirled across the nation, and they are part of what's going on. They're part of history. So.
Wow. We're glad to see that. We're glad to see that, that everybody is coming together, as one. Even like we see it going on here on the east side. Glad to know that's going on. And if you consider what, Central America, or is it more west?
I don't know what Texas considers itself. I say it's the South because I'm from Minnesota, so that's the Midwest, and I just came all the way down. I say this is the South to me. So.
Well, somewhere over there in the Texas.
Yeah, Texans have their own. They consider themselves their own little people here. So
That's right. Got that good accent and all.
Yeah, they do.
Hey, well, ladies and gentlemen, Lamaya from KVII down there in Texas, and so I look forward to hearing from you soon.
No problem. Thank you for the opportunity. Thank you for talking to me.
It's the Real Talk Show with R.S. Brown. Real Talk Show. It's the Real Talk Show.
Hey, whether it's in front of the camera or behind the camera, R.S. Brown, that's me, is always working for you, giving you the facts and giving you the laughs. Join me for Real Talk with R.S. Brown, Sundays at 9 a.m. on Bounce TV, or for the rebroadcast Monday mornings at 1 o'clock a.m. on Fox 54. Hope to see you there. Allow me to educate you while I entertain you.
It's the Real Talk Show with R.S. Brown. Real Talk Show.
Hello, and welcome back to Porch Talk TV. I'm your host, Renza Renee, and right back here with me is my dear friend, Destiny Kincannon. Destiny, welcome back to the show.
Hi, Renza.
Yes. Listen, when we ended earlier and we were discussing about George Floyd's murder, and I call it a murder because that's exactly what took place with the officer putting his knee on his neck. And I talked to you about me being uncomfortable with the fact that I know the world totally meant well. They meant it from their heart. I could see it. I could feel it. But asking a police officer for me to take a knee, I was just uncomfortable with that because, as I stated on the last show, the football player Kaepernick, I think I'm saying his name right, he took a knee for injustice. He took a knee for police brutality, and that was clearly understood. But I feel like these are two different protests. Yes, we're protesting about police brutality and injustice, but I think having it referencing and in reference to George Floyd, I just felt uneasy with that. And when I called you, I expressed my feelings about that, and it was hurtful for me. It was hurtful for me.
Yeah, it's definitely a perspective shift. And it's interesting that what once represented respect, honor, and dignity has now been polluted due to this insane act of violence. Once upon a time, taking a knee was showing ultimate respect and paying homage. And now, because of what this police officer has done, it's hard to look at kneeling the same. And we would have never imagined kneeling being considered like this, of it being, offensive in any way. But you expressing your sentiments, I can see how that would be, that would be a problem. That would be an issue. And so it is heartbreaking to know, because I can see it from your perspective, asking the very person or the very entity that represents an organization that murdered this man to then partake in the same act that caused the murder. So in perspective, I can see it from that end, how that can be offensive, that can be taken, the wrong way, that can be, hurtful. And it
Right.
makes sense.
And for me, I guess because I saw that this police officer was not uncomfortable.
Right.
He had
He's
his
very much
hands in his
comfortable.
pockets. He was very comfortable. And as a matter of fact, if you view the video, you will literally see him adjusting his knee.
Readjusting.
Readjusting. He was
Hands
very
in pocket.
hands in his
Very
pocket, looking
calm.
around as if you all might as well. He was like he was in a zone, like he was just like in a whole nother world, like he had conquered.
Almost like he had waited that moment. He had been waiting
did,
for
like
that
he
moment.
was waiting, and my moment is now, and I'm gonna do it now or never, And I think that, like, even in my hometown, they would march and would get to a certain point, and everybody would stop, and they would say, "Take a knee." But what I felt like was when they asked the police officer to take a knee, you won't be able to feel what George Floyd felt unless you had a knee on your neck. So actually doing it during the protest, even if you were tired, you would never know what that felt like because he had cushion. That officer had something under his knee. And so I was just uneasy with that. But like I said, I feel like it's like a synonym. It's both of them are protest. We should have protest with Kaepernick. And we should definitely protest about police brutality and about injustice. But I just felt like doing it in the name of George Floyd was just too heavy for me.
Right.
And then, like I said, when I saw them bringing his casket to the church, and just as they went past, there were 2 police officers taking a knee, I was just taken completely back.
Yeah.
I was, oh wow.
So I think we have to redefine. It's almost like redefining what that represents now, because, like I say, for times past, like it's been ancient history to take a knee out of respect or to show some type of stance. But now, the irony of the situation is the very thing Kaepernick did, in respect or to honor these people, is now the very thing that caused harm to someone. So I think it's definitely interesting perspective that we should consider, that we have to consider now, realizing how do you want to memorialize this moment. But yeah, I would have never really seen it like that. And I kind of saw similarity, but I didn't give too much of a thought process to it. So I like how you brought that out.
And I was so grateful when Al Sharpton, when I say Reverend Al Sharpton, when I say he brought the word, it was amazing. And
amazing eulogy.
Oh my goodness, when he said to stand for 8 minutes and 49 seconds, it was like a burden.
Breath of fresh air.
It really was, because I just, again, it was heavy for me. And I just wanted, to speak with you and get your views on it. And I just want to tell you that you are an inspiration to so many people, and for you to title your whole what's the word I'm looking for? Your brand, Destiny Inspires. That is exactly what you are. And I saw that in you when you were a 10-year-old little girl.
You did.
In my stage play. I saw that in you.
You did. 10 years ago, almost 2 decades now.
Yes, that you are an amazing young lady. Again, thank you for coming on for 3 weeks straight.
It's been my honor.
Chat with us and continue doing great work.
Thank you so much, Renza. You as well.
Be blessed. Welcome, and always come back every single time to Porch Talk TV, where we will have another amazing guest. Tune in.
It's the Real Talk Show with R.S. Brown. Real Talk Show.
Man, I need help.
Come on in. You're tired of getting messed up and you want to get shaped up so that you can level up. Come see Coach Neighbors at Tobacco Road Barbershop, 2587 Tobacco Road, Evansville, Georgia, 30815. Give me a call at 706-394-0617. Again, 706-394-0617. Come holler at me.
Put me in the game, coach.
It's the Real Talk Show with R.S. Brown. Real Talk Show.
Well, I tell you what, I told you we're going to celebrate Black Music Month this month. So we're going to go to Miss Jennifer Nicole, who is an amazing artist here in the CSRA, and her music is going all over. So let's go check in with her and see how it feels to be an artist who's creating some amazing music right here on Real Talk with R.S. Brown. All right, well, I found Jennifer Nicole, and so we're here at the Augusta Commons. Well, you know, all the music happens down here. And so, you know, what better place to talk about it right here in this month, the Black Music Month. I'm here with a black artist right here, Jennifer Nicole.
Hey.
Now you do all a little bit of everything. So, so tell the audience a little bit about yourself and your music.
Well, I'm an artist, and I'm a film writer as well, and I direct all my visuals.
Oh.
I write all my music. I've collaborated with some big hitters in the game, but also some great local artists as well. For one, Teddy Riley. That's one of my mentors.
Oh, Teddy!
And he's one of my mentors, and shout out to him. He's amazing. And also Thomas Burrows, who is an engineer. He's also a producer, an artist as well, and he's great. He's worked with some heavy hitters in the game as well. So great collaboration.
Oh wow.
As far as me, I have Love Thing, which is one of my favorites. I know you've probably seen it. Love Thing is one of my favorites. I shot that in Augusta, Georgia.
All right,
a lot of
here,
people
hometown.
don't. A lot of people really. Some people will be like, "Where was that?" They think it was like somewhere else somewhere out of town, maybe. But no, it was right here in Augusta, Georgia, at Pendleton King Park. We shot that. We found some great areas to shoot at. Also, we shot another song, Promise. I shot that at Studio Bar, which is downtown Broad Street. I want to say 8th, 11th Street.
Somewhere up in there.
Yes.
So tell me, how does it feel to be a black artist? You know, during this month, of course. So how does it feel?
It feels wonderful, man. I mean, if you look at all the other African American artists who have, who's amazing, who's achieved, and that makes wonderful music and that still sounds great to this day. You have one of my favorites. I love Luther Vandross. People say, Luther Vandross. Yeah, that's one of my favorites. Aretha Franklin. More up to date, Alicia Keys. I love her. I love Ella Mai. All these artists are great. I listen to their music and just kind of, you know, just get ideas like, okay, this is what's going on, and then like kind of add old school to it too as well. So I mean, it's amazing. Also, I want to shout out Amber. Is one of my choreographers and dancers, and Sasha Snow, which is another one of my choreographers, and they are amazing black queens.
Shout out.
Love those girls. They work hard, and when we shot Love Thing, it was actually pretty cold.
Oh wow.
So I commend those girls because they was out there with me. We didn't have no shoes on, and it was cold, and we was just like dancing and doing the routine, and people like don't know that it was cold then, but it was just like, so they are amazing. They worked with me, and we worked great together, and we made it happen.
Wow. Well, that's good. Listen. Well, there you have it right here. Listen, so, and they can check out your music on what, all platforms? All platforms.
YouTube, Jennifer Nicole. Instagram, Jennifer_Nicole, and Nicole is Nichole. So Jennifer, JENNIFER _Nicole, NICHOLE_ I had to spell out because some people spell my name with an O. NICOLE, but no, it's NICH. Sorry.
Gotcha. All right, look, there you have it right there. Look, y'all check out the music. Y'all check it out. I mean, I'm just loving it. All right, you do tune in to Real Talk with R.S. Brown.
Let's relax and revive and love. moment. I don't want nobody else. You're all I've been craving. Everybody knows just where that love thing goes. Everybody knows just where that love thing goes. Yeah. Just where the love things go. Just where the love thing goes. Just where the love thing goes. Just where the love thing goes. Ain't no more fighting. Just say what's on your mind. Don't be afraid to let go of your worries. Never said it would be easy, I know, fool. I can give you what you need, can't nobody come between. Got my love all over you. Gave it a lot of second chance.
Well, I tell you what, I hope you enjoyed this show because I enjoy bringing you to this show. Now, this is the last show before we go on our off season. You know what that means? That means that we got one more show after this. This is not last. We got one more after this. So after this, Real Talk with R.S. Brown will be on a break, a much needed break where I get to actually get in this river and boat down and kayak down and fish down and do everything. Get to do all of that and enjoy life. That's what I really and truly am and looking forward to doing, and being able to plan to bring you guys more shows in September. That's right, in September. We'll be going into September, but best to believe that we're going to come back better than before. Now, let me tell you something. If you want to become a sponsor of Real Talk with R.S. Brown, we're not accepting any now, but we will be accepting some in September. But our phone lines are blowing up, so you might want to get in there now. All right, you might want to get in there now so we can have you on the books for September. All right. Hey, give us a call, 762-233-9009. That's 762-233-9009. Hey, as better as possible. Good is not good enough. So be in that zone of better. Don't just be great, but be the greatest. R.S. Brown. I'm getting ready to enjoy this view, so I gotta sign off.